So this is going to be the first week of November. Yeah, so let's just go through what I'm looking at this week. Yeah. Or I already did a recap on Thursday, I think Thursday, Wednesday. So all those other pairs, they pretty much didn't do anything. And for now, I'm interested in these. And the only pair that I'm still in is NZD card because I entered the trade in this pair right now. I'm already in this trade. I entered last week. Even because I entered on a Thursday and I thought we might have a nice push. I remember I had this idea of the head and shoulder. You can see we have the break, we have the retest, we have the morning star here formation. I think even a morning star. And we have this little nice engulfing. But if you put in the 2 hour time frame, you see all this clearly. So you can see we have this nice left, right head and shoulder break, retest, nice engulfing. And I entered that was when I woke up, the market was at this point. So is when I took my sell. Yeah, and you can see market pretty much just moved down a bit, but I expect this movement to continue going down. And my initial position is this 1 to 6, but I saw this another entry position, which is a nice 1 to 2. Because if you see on the 4 hour time frame, this is where we're having this 1, 1, 2, 3, this formation. You can see we're having this nice uh candle pattern formation for entry. Yeah, and you can clearly see it even slightly almost broke below, but that doesn't really mean anything. But if you see on the 1 hour time frame, this is where you can see that this can also be our entry because you can clearly see that market broke below this zone and it came to retest this level here and gave me another entry position here, another engulfing candle there. So this gave me a nice confirmation to even hold that we might have a down movement in the next coming week. Just continue with the sales. If you can see on the 30 minutes time frame, this is very much clear. It's very much clear that we have left, right head at this point here. You can see we have the break, we have the nice engulfing, and this is also another position here. You can catch your nice sale and your stop loss just right above this. And most of you can say, oh no, the 30 minutes is still bullish when it was retesting, but you can see it also broke below and gave you another engulfing candle at this position here. So this can also be an entry. So that's why I'm still expecting this to continue pushing down. Yeah, and but we'll see what will happen. But I'm still expecting this to drop all the way below here because on the daily time frame you can see this is my clear take profit. You can even see I expect it to come all the way down here and if maybe we might have a slight pullback, it can just be probably here and then can continue going down. Yeah, I don't care if this trade will take me even up to next week. I'll still hold this because you can see we've been at this position for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 good days. We've just been at this level here. You can see we've just been at this nice level here. You see, so once the market just breaks below, if once it just closes below this, then I'll know, oh, we are now solid for sales. Already it has closed below this area here. If you can see it here, you can see it's having that closure. So I expect this market to continue pushing down. Yeah. And this might be my first 1 to 6 trade. And then I have a new pair I'm looking at this week is AUD Euro card. I've never placed a trade this year on this pair, I think. Yeah. Yeah, from January, you can see I've never placed any trade. You can see this is January. Yeah, I've never, and this might be my first trade I'll take on this pair. Yeah, you can see the weekly shifted from bullish to bearish there, and the daily is giving us this nice. double top. You can clearly see though it's bearish. In short, if we put on the 4 hour time frame, you see how clean this looks. And the 4 hour time frame, we're having this nice double top there, and you can see market is trying to retest this zone now. So what I expect is just a simple pullback here, then I can catch myself. Oh, interestingly, if it can even do something like this for me, uh something like this, then it can even be much safer for me because I'll know, oh, now there's no way we are going up. So all these are, that's why I even have more confidence in that previous pair NZD card, because even Euro card, I'm expecting sales. I really expect card Canadian dollar to gain this week. Yeah, so this can be a very nice. So it can either push all the way up here, but not above this zone, or just a slight pullback at this position there and engulfing, then we can place our entry. So let's see on the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that market already broke below here. So I just need that retest, which we are having, and the engulfing, then I'll simply take my sell. So this is what I just needed to do here. Just like that, then I will enter my sales. Then I have USD CHF. You can see finally it has shifted and it's been bearish for some time now. You can see, and now we had this simple shift. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. You can see we have this simple shift there. So all we need is just a weak pullback at this point. Then I can place my buys. And these buys might even reach all the way up here. Because this market was bullish and now bearish and now it's bullish. So it's going to at least try to move or at least here we can expect market to reach here, because now what to do is just a weak pullback there, then it will continue going. It will now start going up because it reached is you can see this is the lowest it's ever been, and it immediately rejected again like it did here, and it made a nice push to the upside, and we just need that retest to then so if you know this can even reach all the way up here, but just to be safe, I might come out once it reaches there because that's where I expect there maybe a rejection. Yeah, but for those who can even hold all the way here, that's fine. Because this market is going to buy for a long time since the same way it's been selling for the whole year, and it's now going to change. So this can even buy the whole year as well. So it's either you catch it now, then just hold, or catch and take partials and just continue with the buys. So yeah, so if I put in the daily time frame, you see that market broke above, though the daily is not bullish. That's the only thing that I don't like about this pair, but everything is fine, but the daily is still bearish. That's the only but the goodness is if I can catch a trade here, this might even give me the sense that I shouldn't close here, because once market reaches here, then it will just shift from being bearish to bullish, meaning it still has more momentum to even go all the way up here. So this is a good, nice trade and can even reach up here, and it's even giving me that idea of holding more, because I know once it reaches here, it's not the end of the trade. It still has to push, because this is a 1 to 8 at this point, and this is a minimum 1 to 2. And once we have the minimum 1 to 2, market will already break past this previous lower high. So then this will even just give us that clue. Okay, the market is trying to push further up. So it's a clean, nice 1 to 4. Uh, we just have to wait for the market to give us that retest, then we can catch the buys. If I reduce to the 4 hour time frame, you will see interestingly that the 4 hour time frame is very much bullish, mind you. So here on the 4 hour time frame, this is what I wanted to do. Because once it touches this zone, it will now be bearish. and it will now be bearish. So I expect it to drop. Let me show you what I expect this market to do. I expect this market to drop and even drop further and shift, then retest, then give me the engulfing, then I'm ready to take the buys. The same thing I always wait for, just the I just wait for in short, I just wait for the head and shoulder to happen, then head and shoulder or double bottom or double top to happen at my OG level, then I take the buy or take the sell. Yeah, these markets I don't really like to see catch entry positions on the 30 minutes or 15 minutes time frame. Rarely. I like the 4 hour or 1 hour and 2 hour, that's all. So yeah, this is what I expect. This is the reason why I would want it to shift again here and not consider this to being bullish is because there is this elbow here, and if I put on the 2 hour time frame, you will see that it's a very clear shift. You see, so even if it touches here, the 2 hour will be bearish. So I have to wait for the shift to occur. So we just have to wait, I think. Yeah, but this is a very nice buy, which I'll enter. Once it just gives me what I'm looking for, I'll simply just take my first buys. And these two I've analyzed so far are my best for this week, are the ones I really expect to make the most out of. And because of the way they are moving. And the reason why I even expect this shift, because if you can clearly see, this is also an OG level here. This position here. This is also an OG level. So this market can even, that's why I am saying we might even possibly have a head and shoulder at at this point here, because this is also a level where we can expect market to touch before going up, which is normal and even an advantage for us, because I would really want the market to touch this position before going up than just buying from here, because there is a higher chance of it tapping into this OG level, and we don't want to be stopped out or just watch the market go to a profit and we don't benefit nothing from it. So this is why I needed to just retest, then give me the engulfing, the head and shoulder, then I'll take the buys. But whatever will present itself, that's what we'll go with. And then I have GPP card. Um I think I've traded this pair multiple times this year, but story short, you can see this self-explanatory. We have this nice head and shoulder, even though it looks this way. To me, this is a head and shoulder, and we have a double top, and we're having a clean break of the neckline right there. And I just need that weak pullback to retest this zone, then I'll catch my first sale. These sales, I can't go really aggressive on them. I might even probably just close at this position, because this will be the first this will be just the first week when I expect this to just give me a weak pullback and push further. Then it will have another retest that will push it below, because I need that weekly retest as well, not just the pullback. So if I take the first trade here, I might just close at this point here, then wait for the initial retest to then sell. Or if it fails to hold and break, I might wait for another pullback at this point and sell. But I'm not going all the way with the first trade and trade it all the way below there. No, because even my normal take profit in this case, you can clearly see it's at this point. This is the weekly structure point. So, and the daily structure point as well is at this same level. Yeah, you can clearly see it's at this same level where I got these small buys here. So now what I need is a retest at this position, then I'll catch my buys here. Because on the daily time frame, you can now see the same thing has happened, but this time it's even clear. We have the head right here, left head, and now we need the retest in this zone. And once it reaches this zone, the same thing I'm telling you guys, it will repeat itself either on the 15 1 hour or the 2 hour. We'll have that retest, then we'll have another further push, then we'll have the break, and we'll have the retest, then the candle confirmation, then I'll take the sell. This is just what I do every time. I just repeat the same thing every single time I catch a trade, either a winning or losing trade. I wait for this to happen, then I simply take my trade and target a nice 1 to 2. So this is clearly nice 1 to 2.5, yeah, which is not bad and it's just okay. Yeah, but then I have NZD NZDUSD is I think I was even on this I was with this pair last week, and interestingly now it has given me this pattern right here, these three candles right here. And I've mentioned these three candles multiple times. Once you see this form in the daily time frame, you are well and good. So for now, what I expect is just a slight retest at this point here. Because you can see the daily shifted there, or the daily respected this zone. Let me switch on the forward time frame where you see it nicely. So on the forward time frame, you can see it even formed the same thing I'm saying I always wait for, the head and shoulder. The only reason I didn't take this sale was it didn't retest this point here. It only retested this point and continued going down. So uh I really wouldn't do anything, but if it can come back at this zone again, I would look for opportunities to sell, but I don't think it might even reach this level, because once it reaches this level, the 2 hour will now be bullish. Then again, I have to wait for the same pattern to form. I have to wait for the same uh shift, then I'll take my sales right there. You see, so but either way, this is a very good clean trade. But there's a higher chance it might not even reach there. It might just react based off at this position here. But I'll still look at this pair because I really anticipate clean sales from this trade as well. If you can see on and this is why I'm even holding longer for this NZD card, because look at this NZD USD trade. It has a very higher potential of reaching all the way below here. And if I can catch this trade, it might even be better for me, because I'll simply just do nothing and all the way just profit from it. The same thing, in short, the same thing it did here is what I expected to do here. And again, I wanted to break and retest and do the same thing here. That will have the final push to the downside now. So it should just keep on going like this until it reaches down here. So that's what I'm expecting from this trade, this pair. And you can see that these three candles are very, you want if you've done your reading, you know that once you see these three consecutive candles either on the 4 hour, 1 hour, whatever hour, you know that okay, the whatever the bullish, the bulls or the bears are in control. So in this case, you can see the bears are very much in control, and this market to push further below. Uh, so then I have NZ, yeah, Euro USD. I've traded this pair multiple times, I guess. Yeah, I got here we lost. Here we got a nice trade there. And usually I'm always selling this pair. I don't know why. Then yeah, I think that's it. Then so for now, what I'm expecting this trade is it's simple. The same thing I was saying. This market is in a very bearish trend, and I expect to keep on making lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs. So right now it's here. I needed to have that retest and give me another lower low. You see, this is what it's been doing all the way. So now it's broken below and it has given me a nice double top right here. You can see, and we have the break, and what I need is the retest, then simply I'll catch my sales there. And again, interestingly, it has done the same three candles I was telling you, the three consecutive candles. So this is showing us that the bears are very much in control of this market. So we just have to wait for the nice entry positions, then we benefit from the sales. And so that's it. So I just need this retest here, then I'll drop to so in the daily I need the pullback, and the 4 hour I don't even need it to reach further there because it's already broken below. I just need a slight retest at this point here. There. Then I'll drop from the 1 hour time frame and wait for my entry signal, then I'll take my sales. As simple as that. So this is a very clean trade because and the reason why I don't expect to even go up here is because on the daily time frame, I'm just looking for a daily pullback. That's all. That's the only thing I want. It's just a pullback there, just a simple weak pullback at this point. Then the market to have that feel. Yeah, and this pair will even drop all the way down here because this is a daily structure point I'm targeting. So this then lastly, I'm waiting for buys. This is the only pair I'm looking for buys. So you can see the daily is very much bullish, and right now it's on its way to retest this first OG level. And the same thing I've been saying, once it reaches here, I'll drop the 4 hour time frame and wait for the market to do something like this, then we can catch the bias because it has a very higher probability of retesting to this zone more than here. Because this is also a OG level, and it makes sense because it needs that room to shift from being bearish to bullish on the 4 hour time frame, so I can catch that nice A setup trade. And right now the 4 hour is very much bearish. So once it reach here, it will be bearish, and there's no way I can take the buy until I wait for the 4 hour to be bullish. So it has to do this here, and then I'll buy. So that's it. That's the only pair I'm looking for buys, and that's why I'm just waiting for this pair to reach here and sell it. Because if you see on Euro GPP, the Euro is already losing. It's already losing. So even this one, we just need that slight pullback. Then the sell will drop. The sellers will take control. So there's no way this might even retest all the way up there. Same with GBP card. That's you see, even this one I just need a slight pullback to then sell. So these are just all going the same direction for now. And this is USD CHF. We'll see. I'm waiting for the buys once the market reaches this zone. Um, then NZD USD. I'm looking for sales once the market reaches this point here, either at this level or there, wherever makes sense for us, we'll take the sales. Then this pair really does it's nice, but again it doesn't look clean because I would like if it's just that the weekly, let me put in the weekly. It's just that the weekly gave me two tweezer bottoms. I don't know if I can consider this tweezer bottoms or tops, and slightly engulfed the previous candle. So it has a higher chance of having that weak pullback all the way up there then to sell. So that's why I need this. I'll be a bit patient with this one, and because I expect this market to, but it will sell for sure. But I expect this market to give me that week pullback at this position, then it will continue going down. So this is what I'm looking for this week, and I'll update you guys on Wednesday on or Thursday what we'll take and what we'll get to see as the market proceed. So, GP card, you can see in the weekly is very strong, bullish for Euro USD. It's also very much bearish now, even though it's a bit choppy. But yeah, this is a counter sell because the weekly is very much bullish. Just that I expect the weekly to retest to this zone before it buys further. Then I have NZD USD. Then you can see we have GP card, very clean sale. Then we have Euro CH USD CHF, very clean sale. Then we have buy. Then we have Euro card. Euro card, we have a clean sale as well. The market just shifted, so this is our advantage to catch these sales. Then lastly, I have this pair I'm already in, an NZD card. So you can see the difference between NZD USD and NZD card. For NZD USD, NZD card, it's already engulfed clean here. You can see this is a clean engulfing, and this is a very clean engulfing there. And compared to NZD USD, it does, but it's just a slight engulfing weekly candle. So I expect a pullback the same way I expect a slight pullback at this position there. I expect a slight pullback all the way up to here. There. You see, this is what I expect, something like this. There. So but we'll see what will happen and I'll update you guys. So yeah.